Hi everyone, and welcome to And So On. My name is Lisa, and today we have the, drumroll please, Best of 2021 Sewing Awards. So I started this last year on a whim, and it turned out to be so much fun, and you guys loved it so much that I thought I had to bring it back and do it again this year. And so this is my Best of 2021 Sewing Awards, looking at all of my makes and having different categories and different nominees and different winners about my sewing for this year. So I did post a video yesterday, and I will put a card here. You do want to go look at that one because that has absolutely everything I made, save for two things. I'll put a picture of those in now. I forgot one outfit that's not in any of the awards, so it doesn't really matter, but I did miss this little outfit, and I also missed this sweater, which is the Clove sweater. I'll link below the patterns for those ones. And also the other thing I wanted to show you before we get going is the stockings that I made for the girls, because I did forget to put in a picture of that last time. So here's the stockings that I made for the girls. They were very last minute. I didn't end up using the trims or the buttons that I had on hand or that I purchased that day at the merceria because I was just trying to get as much done. It was literally Christmas Eve. And then lastly, before we get into things, is what I'm wearing. This is my Ambient sweater by Aerie. I will put the link to the pattern below. This is a fingering weight sweater that I knit during quarantine, and it is so beautiful today. It's about 17 degrees, something like that. And so just a light sweater is all I need. So this is a perfect sweater for this time of year. It's just nice and light and cozy. So a few words generally about my sewing year. I would say I was less prolific this year than last, which is not surprising given that I wasn't locked inside for as long. I wasn't locked inside at all. Whereas of course the year before we were, and so I was more prolific then. However, I would say that more of what I made gets worn more often. And I think that's more the point. More. So from that point of view, I think that 2021 was absolutely a success. It was sort of fewer pieces but stronger pieces. In terms of the channel, I still posted almost 50 videos this year, just shy of 50. I think it was 48 videos. So that's basically one a week with a little break for Christmas. And yeah, so I'm very pleased overall with my sewing year. And I'll talk a little bit more about some of the things I discovered as we go through the awards. So just like last year, let's not be like all the award shows that leave best picture at the end. Let's do best picture up first. The best make of the year. Number one, I have 3 nominees, and the nominees are my Kalle shirt dress hack, the midi dress in Atelier Brunette viscose. I made this in the summer. It was something that I had cut for ages and then ended up having a complete disaster and pouring a bunch of fray check over it and thought I had completely ruined it. Ended up saving it. Note to anyone out there who has a fray check accident, nail polish remover worked better than rubbing alcohol, which is what most people suggest. Nail polish remover took it out very, very easily. So I managed to save that dress. Love that dress. It's really comfortable. I can belt it when I want it a bit more polished and a little shorter. I can leave it roomy when it's really hot out. I love the style of it. It's the style that I want to project. And so yeah, I'm really happy with that one. Okay, and then number 2 make of the year is my Meadowood blouse. And you will see, this actually makes an appearance later as well, but the Meadowood blouse, this is actually also a hack. I hacked this to copy another blouse that I'd seen on Pinterest, and I love this pattern. I ended up making a few of these, and all the patterns I'm talking about, by the way, will be linked below. I had this beautiful white gauze in my stash, and I ended up making the summer floaty blouse of my dreams, and it just turned out even better than I could have hoped, especially given that I was hacking it and you just never know how something is going to turn out. So I'm very pleased, and I'll talk more about how I hacked it a bit later. And then number 3 is my latest make, my Pona jacket by Helen's Closet Patterns. And I made this in a beautiful plaid coating from the fabric sales. I absolutely love it. And it's also, I think, very chic. And again, the kind of style that I want to project in the world. And I think that the way you dress is what you want to project to the world. So I've been working on not making things just that I think I can make, but things that are going to match the sense of style that I'm trying to create. So I think that all three of these pieces fit in that category. And the winner is my Kalle shirt dress hack. I just think it turned out so beautifully. I know I'll wear it so much, and I was just, yeah, it makes me smile. So that one gets make of the year. What do you think? All right, as last year, we then swing the other way, and my least favorite make of the year. So compared to last year, where the least 3 makes were things that I probably wasn't gonna wear again, there's nothing that I made this year that I would completely discount and never wear again. They're just things that as I learn more about what I want to wear and how I want to wear things, you know, I'm discovering a bit more. And these helped me kind of flesh out that a little bit more. So number 1 is my Basic Instinct tee by Sasha Secondo Piano. I'll put in a picture. It looks really cute in the picture. The fabric is a polyester, kind of a scuba, it's like a stretch crepe scuba from Pugu Textiles, which is a local fabric manufacturer or distributor. I'm not positive which. And one thing I'm learning, and I did know this before, but I was thinking maybe for winter it would be okay, is polyester just does not do it for me. It's especially in a t-shirt, because it's too hot in the summer and too cold in the winter because it doesn't have long sleeves. I also think the putty color does not really suit me. I think that it really washes me out is the word I'm looking for. So I think what I'm going to do with that t-shirt, and I think I may have even have said it in the video where I first showed it to you guys, is I think I'm going to turn it into a V-neck or a scoop neck. I think part of it is up here, because my face is not square, but a little bit heart shape. When you pull things a little higher, it emphasizes kind of this down here. And when you lower and make a V-neck, it makes your face more oval. And that's just a look I prefer. So I'm going to do a V-neck or a scoop neck. And I think that I will get more use out of that t-shirt, because even if it's a little warmer, a little more skin will provide a little more cool, like, you know, a little more air movement. I'm not explaining it very well, but I think you guys know what I mean. Lower V-neck, cooler top. Number 2 is the outfit that I made out of ITY fabric. And this was a Burda Easy skirt. I love this skirt. I've made another one that I wear all the time in a bamboo jersey. And the top is a Patrones basic shell top. Again, very cute when you look at it. Love the pattern. I like the fabric, but that polyester content, I can't put it on when it's hot outside. And when it's hot outside is when I want to wear a sleeveless top. It doesn't work for the seasons for me. So actually, I think that one might get donated. I don't think that I'm going to wear it enough. We'll wait and see what happens in the spring. Maybe in the spring, when it's sort of a between seasons, I might wear it more. But again, I need to stay away from polyester materials. The last one is a bit of a surprise. It's the Geo Tank by Misusu Patterns. This one I made out of a cotton jersey from Minerva. And the problem with this is it pulls across the chest. And I'm not used to things pulling across the chest for me. The fit is kind of weird. It pulls up under the arms. I don't wear it very much, even though I work out a couple times a week. I don't really wear it. It's kind of that thing that if I'm out of clean laundry, then I might put it on. But yeah, I thought I was really, really gonna like it, and I do love it to look at it in the photo, but I wasn't gonna wear it. So yeah. All right, the winner of the least favorite make of the year is, I've got to work on that. The top and skirt. I think that ultimately I'm not going to get wear out of those, and I can't really hack them to change them. And so, yeah, I think those are my least successful makes of the year. My favorite new technique of the year. So every year I do try to push myself to learn a few new techniques, to figure out something. So here are a few makes that use new to me techniques. Number 1 is my Suun blouse by PM Patterns in this beautiful Minerva viscose, and I used piping. And so I put a contrast orangey red piping on it. It's really pretty. It's also one of those sort of between season blouses, but I find if I want to put on a pretty blouse, that's the first thing I put on. If I want to maybe go sit at a cafe with a friend or whatever. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it hasn't got a whole lot of use this year, but more than a lot of others. And the experience of using the piping was great. I also used piping on my classic pajama set test for winter wear designs. I put a blue piping around the edge on that beautiful Art Deco cotton poplin from Minerva. Oh, so cute. So those are the only two things this year that I've done piping, but that was a really fun thing to learn. Okay, the next technique is sewing bathing suits and or workout wear. So the idea of like super stretchy things in super, with seams that need to be really secure. I made the Hanna Bikini by Studio Costura. I've worn that a bunch. I'm very pleased with it. I can't wait to make another bathing suit this year, but that one did me well, just the one. And then I've made a couple of workout things. For example, I made a pair of shorts using the free leggings pattern from Brindille and Twig and the free curved waistband from Greenstyle patterns. And I put those two together to make these green workout shorts. And again, learning how to do the fit, how to make sure that the seams aren't going to pull or to snap. Yeah, so that was a really great thing to learn. And then the last one was trying out hand quilting on my projects. So I made the quilted wool vest from Purl Soho, which is a free pattern. I used wool and batting and then some more of that Art Deco fabric. And then I hand sewed it in green quilting cotton to kind of give a nod to the green in the pattern on the inside. And that was really fun because I was, marking chalk lines and doing it all by hand. It took significantly longer than I thought it would, I'm not gonna lie. But in the end, I'm really glad that I did it that way. I think hand quilting gives such a different look, and quilted jackets are so hot right now and all that. I don't think that's really my style, but the vest is something that was a quick enough project that it was worth giving a shot, and I have got a lot of use out of that vest. So, top new technique this year, I would say piping. Piping was a fun thing to try. I think it really has impact, and I think it's something that I can use in a few more projects this year coming. So yeah, I'm gonna say piping. Fave hack of the year. So I love me a pattern hack. That's a way that I can take a pattern and just extend it and give new life to that pattern, new interest for me, rather than making the same thing over and over again. By hacking it, I'm able to create multiple garments using the same pattern, and I think it's a great skill to have. So the first two nominees have already been nominated in other categories. My Kalle shirt dress. This was a MIDI hack. I'll link to the Instagram post that I was inspired by, and this lady did a beautiful MIDI version. Immediately I was like, that's what I want to make. So I just followed her instructions. It really was just a matter of, I think I lengthened it by 10 inches, something to that effect, and it completely gave a different view. I've already made another of those Kalle shirts, a really short sleeve, little one, cropped one that I did in quilting cotton. And so this was a completely different feel. So I was really happy with that hack, but not very difficult, in terms of hacking properties. The Meadowood blouse. I did a couple of these. The first one I did is a muslin in a beautiful kind of a voile, a cotton voile from Minerva. It was leftover fabric from my stash. It was meant to be a wearable toile that I didn't think I'd wear very much because I thought it was more sheer than it was, and it turns out I wore it a ton. With this pattern, I hacked the neckline and I hacked a button placket that wasn't in there in order to give a different view. I also added a little armband to finish off the sleeves. I actually took the neckline and button placket from the Kalle, and I just put that right on top, and I cut it to those using those pattern pieces and went on from there, and it just turned out chef's kiss. My last hack was of the Nita trousers. So I made a pair of Nita trousers in navy blue suiting, stretch suiting. in the early spring, I guess it was. And then I did a hack to make shorts, and I used some linen that I had. I had to do a little bit of adjusting. Mostly I just shortened the pattern, but I did have to do some adjustments as well. I also got rid of the welt pocket. That pattern fits me so great that it was nice to just focus on the style changes rather than fitting changes. And they look really cute and they're very comfortable, and I wear them a ton. I also put some more of that fabric that keeps on giving, that Art Deco cotton, on the inside of the waistband to give it a little something on the inside. And yeah, love those. So the winner of Best Hack is the Meadowood blouse. That was the most hacky of the hacks. I had to really think about it and position it and figure it out in order to get what I was looking for. And in the end, it turned out exactly the way I wanted. So the Meadowood blouse by Straight Stitch Designs. Best new tried and true. We all have our tried and true patterns that we know we can grab at a moment's notice. We know we can make them without issue. They're going to fit, they're going to last. Those are the patterns that we have in our back pocket when we need them. And so this year I have a couple new tried and trues that I have added to my stash. So number one new tried and true was also in the last category, my Nita trousers. They fit me well. I now know, the basic construction, and yes, I still follow the instructions, but I have a better idea. I'm no longer afraid of a zip fly. They are classic. I love the pockets. I just love that pattern. And so to have a tried and true pants pattern or trouser pattern was honestly one of my goals for this year, was to learn how to make a good, well-fitting pair of pants. And now I have that. So that is excellent. Number two is the Cami tank from Greenstyle Creations. I made 3 of these and I wear them all the time. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing one now. This is a crossback tank pattern. It comes in 3 lengths. It comes with different strap thicknesses. What a great pattern. So the first one I made was a green one to go with my shorts as a workout top. I tried the waist version. I kind of mixed up a couple of things. I also just tied it behind the back rather than crossing the straps. So that was my muslin. I wear it a lot. It's perfect for my workouts. I don't wear it as street clothes, but as workout wear, it's great. Next, I made this one, which is in a Katya cotton jersey. And this one I wear the most. I love the fabric. I did do the cross back with the thick straps, and it has a built-in shelf bra. That's the other thing that I loved about this pattern, is in the summer, I really like a built-in bra. And I did the built-in shelf bra in swimsuit lining, bathing suit lining. So it's very light and it breathes. So yeah, perfect. I get a ton of wear out of this top. I made the hip length because I wanted it a little bit long to be able to tuck into pants or tuck into a skirt. And yeah, excellent. And then the last one I made was out of a purple viscose, very light fabric. I think I did the skinnier straps on that one. And I also decided again to tie it behind the neck, basically for ease, but I also like the look of that. And to have it in a very light drapey fabric gives it a completely different look. So I'm sure without a doubt, I will make 1 or 2 more this summer because they're just such a great staple to have on hand. And the last are the SS03 free leggings from Brindille and Twig. She mostly makes kids patterns, but she has a couple of great women's patterns. And these leggings are free, and for me, these leggings are perfect right out of the package. I love the idea of being able to make leggings whatever length you want, because I tend to find that leggings that fit me on the waist are too short. So I made mine a little bit extra long. Like I said, I made those green shorts from that leggings pattern, and then I also made a pair of red wine colored leggings, and I took the waistband and I added, now she doesn't have you add elastic. She just has you use, just use the waistband as is, but I added elastic and I added a drawstring, and my drawstring is a shoelace, a black shoelace. I wear those every week, multiple times a week, because I go to Pilates 3 times a week, and I literally have those, and one pair of J. Crew leggings from years ago, and I alternate between the two. Yeah, and then in the summer I'll wear the shorts, but I don't wear the shorts now. So great, again, tried and true leggings pattern that you can just pull out and make it shorts length or biker short length or capri length or full length, and free on top of it. Hard to beat. And the winner of best new tried and true pattern in my stash is, well, that was a good one, the Cami Tank. The Cami Tank, because I can make it in so many different fabrics. It is so flexible, it's a quick make, and I know that I'm definitely gonna make a bunch more. And the last category is surprise least worn makes. These are makes that I thought that I was gonna love and wear a ton, and somehow I'm not wearing them, and so I have to figure out why. So the 3 surprise least worn makes are, number 1, the Sydney dress from Viki Sews. I did this as a collaboration with Elisa from Sloths and Orchids. I loved making it. The fabric I'd held on, I literally had that fabric sent to me from Toronto when we first moved here. I spent a mint on shipping and duty. And I've held on to it ever since, and I haven't done anything with it. The resulting dress is really cute, but it doesn't currently suit my lifestyle. Like, I don't work outside the home. I don't really have anywhere to wear it. It's also a little bit heavier than you would expect, and so the fabric, I find I can't wear it in the dead of summer. The midi length is editorial perhaps, but doesn't really suit me. So what am I gonna do? Number 1, I'm going to cut it shorter. I'm going to take it up above the knee. I might switch out the buttons. I did silvery buttons, which was Elisa's idea, and I do love them and they are cute, but I want to make it more casual, less done up. So I think I might switch out the buttons for something a little more casual. And then I'm gonna wash it and put some fabric softener in there so that it's slightly less structured and stiff. Right now it feels very structured, and I wouldn't just like wear it out to the market and then come home and crash on the couch and read. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of something that I felt like I'd put on and wear out and then come home and immediately take off and hang up. And that's not really practical in my wardrobe. So I can fix it, but right now it's in this category. Number 2 is the tiered dress from Pattern Emporium. I really like this dress, don't get me wrong, but I made a midi version, and again, I should not have. Now, this isn't because I don't like the length on it, it's because the viscose jersey is too heavy to have all of that fabric hanging from the bodice piece. And so it just feels really heavy and clunky. Again, too hot to wear in the summer. I didn't wear it nearly as much as I thought. I probably only wore it a couple times. And also because of all that weight, it makes it a little bit frumpy. I don't know, it just didn't work for me. So I think what I'm gonna do for that is take off one of the tiers, and instead of making it midi, make it knee length, because I just wear that a lot more often. I either wear a maxi or just above the knee. The midi, I wanna love it, but I just don't think it suits me. And the last surprise least worn is this Patrones top that I made in the leftover Atelier Brunette viscose. It, again, looks very cute on. I love the sweetheart neckline. I love the pattern. I think it is sewn well. It's a bit too big. And so what I found was if I didn't wear kind of a substantial bra with it, then it would really kind of tip forward. I found like I was walking around like this when I wore it, because if I just relaxed, it would be not indecent, but just uncomfortable. So I need to take that in because it's a very pretty blouse and it's very light, and I think I should be wearing it a lot more. All that to say, I would really like to make that a more wearable top. All right, and the final winner, the aspirational winner for least worn of the year, but perhaps most worn of 2022 is the Sydney dress. That Sydney dress is just begging to be worked out, reworked just a little bit so that I can wear it a ton this spring, summer. And it's the shirt dress of my dreams. It just needs a little tiny bit of tweaking. So, and I think actually I may have already cut off the length. I have a vague memory of taking my rotary cutter to the length of that fabric. So you might see a knitting project bag made with the rest of it soon. All right, so let me know below what you think. What was your favorite make of the year? What was your least favorite make of the year? Do you have a favorite make of the year? Link me up, I'd love to see it. I've loved spending this time with you in 2021. I have so much coming up for 2022. If there is something you'd love to see from the channel next year, please let me know. I know that you guys have asked in the past for tutorials, which are not really my strong suit, but I could work on it. So if there's something specific you'd like to see, please let me know below so that I can incorporate that into my plans for next year. I hope that you are all getting to spend some time with people you love this holiday season. I wish you all a wonderful, happy new year, and we'll see you in 2022. Bye-bye.